Hey everyone, so I decided to make a short, quick video explaining where I'm at. If you're new here, I'm a diagnosed narcissist. I am currently getting my bachelor's in psychology. It will be completed hopefully in 2024. And I'm trying to help other narcissists and people with stigmatized disorders understand themselves and heal. I'm trying to help partners understand them. But in order to do this, I need to heal. Okay, I've not been feeling well. That's just like the honest truth of it. I have my good weeks, but they always kind of, atrophy back into the bad. And so I've been taking a break, and then that break has been extended because I realized I was in this cycle where I kept returning to social media and I kept getting sucked back into it. It wasn't good for my health. It wasn't good for my NPD. So if I'm going to be able to help people, I need to help myself first, I need to heal. I kind of wanted to explain real quick where I'm at so you guys know what's going on when I'm gone. And I only did this honestly because I logged back into my YouTube after it had been a while, and I noticed that there were some comments saying like, you've changed my relationship with my partner. Like, I understand so much more. Like, I'm so glad I followed you. I'm so glad I subscribed. And I just wanted to like do this for these people because honestly, I also get a lot of hate and I'm tired. And from now on, once I return to YouTube, I'm going to just be deleting and blocking hate comments. This needs to be a safe space for people. I know the internet is like about free speech and all that, but on my channel at the very least, I would want it to be a place where we all heal. Now that given, where do I want to go with my channel? Obviously I'm taking a break to heal. When I come back, I'm thinking about doing longer, more quality videos. And what I mean by this is like interviewing people and making a long series. Kind of like how Borderliner Notes does it. She really inspired me. I met her in person. I went to New York. I filmed with her and the Nameless Narcissist, Jacob, who honestly is like a brother to me. This has been such a great group of people, and it inspired me. Especially that I'm getting into the mental health sphere because I'm actually getting a degree now. I'll have a lot more power. Someday I would love to actually do research studies, include people in research studies. Even if they want their faces in it, fine. If they don't, fine. I'd figure that out. But I'm, in the trajectory I've taken with healing, I've become really serious about this stuff. And I think that I have found a lot of ways to actually deeply, permanently heal from this stuff, although I'm still trying it out on myself. So I just kind of wanted you guys to know where I'm headed with everything. I've been making an NPD map to help people like guide themselves through symptoms, but I can't really do all of this consistently, putting out content consistently, unless I'm healed myself more. Healing's a journey. It takes a lifetime. But right now I keep getting, as I said, back into this cycle with social media, and it hasn't been good. And it really just perpetuates my symptoms until I'm not producing the content that I should be. And I have really big plans. Once again, I have a website. It's called Self Supply. It's not up right now. It's not going to be up until I'm more healed. But I have this website. Self-supply is basically a play on like the supply that narcissists need, right? But how do you supply yourself? How do you heal yourself? How do you get what you need from yourself? That's part of the website. It's part of the healing thing I have planned and going on. I have a map, as I mentioned, of like all the NPD symptoms. They're all linked to each other. It kind of helps people find their way through this mess. It's like a tangled mess in your brain, right? And I've been doing sessions and one-on-ones with partners of narcissists, and I've been learning so much. I'm already doing therapy sessions, you guys. If you do want to book a one-on-one with me, feel free to. It's on the link on my Instagram, which is at spirit.narc. That is really the only way I'm interacting with my audience right now, but I will be back. I do have big plans, and as I said, I've already been learning from the people I have sessions with, and it's been so cool. People have been saying I've been doing better than, and this is not a brag. Okay, it is a brag, but they have been saying that I've been better than any therapist they've ever been to, and I feel like part of this is because I've been learning about Western psychology, the Western lens of the world, and the over-medicated, big pharma, crazy 9-to-5 society that we live in that's actually perpetuating a lot of this stuff. And I'm going to be going into that too. So I'm going to be broadening my channel as well. I'm going to be doing spirituality. I'm going to be doing like general psych. And yeah, this is just kind of a quick update. I plan to put out, when I say more in-depth quality videos, I was thinking more along the lines of documentary stuff. Now, I don't know how I'm going to end up doing that. I'm also trying to get my financial shit together so I can afford to like do the things that I want to do in life and, you know, finance the things that I want to finance. So this is going to be a long-term thing, but I have been thinking about making more of a documentary, serious type of style videos on Cluster B, which would probably be more like once a month, because they would take time to make, and that's kind of the style that I figured out works for me. So, you know, honestly, this is all I can say. The last thing I wanted to update y'all on is that I have been accepted into a program from a psychologist who worked with Igor, who is an NPD specialist. It's an 18-month program for cluster Bs, and it's transference-based and a bunch of other things, and I hope I'm going to heal a lot from that, and that I'll be able to share what I have learned about healing with you all. It's a very intensive program. I'm going to therapy twice a week. I've already been, I think it's been the first, it's been the first 3 weeks already, but this is an 18-month program. And even after that, you know, you still get therapy, but it just goes down to like once per week and then tapers off. My goal, honestly, with my NPD has changed. I'm still proud in a lot of ways of having this disorder. I think it's a pride point when you feel rare, which is kind of like part of the disorder where you need to feel rare and special. And having a disorder that's like 0.05% to 1% of the population kind of like statistically makes you feel like that. But I reached a point recently where I'm really sick of the suffering. Like, I suffered bad. I had another ego death. Based on, I'll just update you guys real quick to end the video. I've been talking a lot about a celebrity I've been obsessed with, right? She made up for 7 years, ever since I found her back when I was like 15 or 16 or whatever. 7 years, I based like almost all of my identity off of her. She became such a big part of what I call my outer self, because I've been starting to realize cluster B, from BPD to NPD to HPD to even ASPD, is based on identity issues, okay? And I'm going to go into this a lot more when I come back. I'm learning crazy stuff. My professor's insanely good. My God. But we'll go into that later. My celebrity, as I used to call her, I basically idolized this person for years, and I based my entire identity off of her. I thought she was perfection, and so I wanted to be as much like her as possible. And it turns out that recently she was part of a scandal in which completely destroyed my image of who I thought she was. And I will go into this as well eventually. It's going to be part of my expression of my healing journey from NPD, but she made up so much of my outer self, and I idealized her so much as, this is what perfection is, that when I realized she wasn't really like that, like the image in my head, I had another ego death, especially because she made up most of my identity, and it became this thing that I have been going through the past few weeks that has just been debilitating. But I'm growing so much from it and learning. I wasn't able to let go of her. People kept wanting me to, as a part of healing from NPD, to find my, true self or whatever. I didn't want to do it. I couldn't let go of her. I would constantly go back to her videos to reinforce my identity, and I wasn't going to let go. I wasn't going to do it, so the universe did it for me, and I had a really bad collapse. I don't know how many I'm going to have before I heal, but this is a pretty bad one. So that's been happening. But I'm doing all right. I'm recovering. I'm on the road to that, and letting go of her, or really being forced to let go of her as the ultimate goal of like my ideal self or whatever, kind of made me, catapult into this free fall and allowed me to like really explore who the fuck I want to be or really am for the first time. So it was kind of like another layer that just got, sliced off, and it was painful. But it gives me an opportunity to heal even more, I think, more deeply than I ever have. And I gotta tell you, it's really scary realizing how this disorder makes you not see the world. Like, it is terrifying, and it is scary to recover from this. Most people don't make it. A lot of people who actually collapse with NPD just commit suicide, and I want to go into that as well. What I'm basically trying to say is that this is not an easy task to heal from. society and the mental health system has completely abandoned narcissists as mental health patients, or, you know, clients. They're just completely discarded in the mental health system as, you know, evil and etc. The stigma and the DSM, which by the way sucks, does not allow people to have an actual understanding of what NPD is. So I will also be back when I'm back to really like broaden that understanding, and I hope someday to be the person who rewrites the DSM. I will do it. Mark my words. If I can fucking get my hands on that book to rewrite it, I will. Because I have a deep understanding of my disorder now. I've been diagnosed twice. I've been through the fucking gambit with this shit. I've had layer after layer of myself come undone and fall apart. I really see everything, okay? And I wanna help, but I can't do it right now. In the end, I will be back. I plan to release a merch store as well. If you guys really want the merch store, you know, it also has Jacob's merch on it, Nameless Narcissist merch. If you guys are down for that, I might just release the store early. I'll have a talk with him. But the website and everything is still being put together. And my main goal with this is to be kind of like pioneering this movement where we actually do help people with NPD and BPD, and where there's actually, you know, and of course HPD and ASPD. I don't have as much knowledge with those. I hope to someday. But what I'm trying to say is we need to develop a mental health plan to lead people into recovery through collapse and, you know, make it manageable, because really the mental health system right now, as I said, has just abandoned narcissists. Like, there's all this rhetoric out there about how they can't be helped. Imagine if you're going through a collapse and you're seeing that. There's a reason why a lot of people with NPD don't make it through collapse, and I want to design that plan to help them. Anyway, I will see you guys around, okay? I'm not going anywhere, but I will be gone for a little while. I don't know how long. I'm really not putting a time limit on it, but when I come back, I am going to be taking my channel a lot more seriously. I disabled all the comments on my past videos. Honestly, I deleted some. I don't know. Some of them were too much for me. It was too humiliating. Others, I just disabled the comments. I have also been in the process of learning to take my journey seriously, and I think a lot of times I was just trying to get attention by being dramatic, or like getting fame, or like, look, I'm crying on camera, or like all this other crazy shit because it would get noticed. But I wasn't really actually there for what I am there for now, which is like, I actually want to heal. I'm tired of the suffering. I'm fucking tired. It's been 3.5 years, almost 4 years. I'm just done. I don't want to live like this anymore. And I want to see how many people I can bring with me, because I know the pain personally. But yeah, this is where I'm at. Hope you guys understand. I will leave the comments open on this. Just know that any hate is going to just be blocked. Please be respectful to me. Please be respectful to the people in the comments who are also trying to heal. Let's just make this a safe space. I don't want to hear anything else about it. And, you know, yeah, I'm just going to leave this video up. I will see you guys soon, and we'll see what happens and where I go from here. Yeah.